Welcome, everybody, to the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, a weekly podcast hosted by four drivers from the PDX Sim team. Myself, Sean, followed up by Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Join us every Monday as we drop a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast where we talk about sim racing, motorsports, and street cars, and just kind of chit-chatting and bullshitting along the way. So join us every Monday for a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Real quick, if you're a sim racer and you're looking for a new sim rig, check out the affiliate link down below for Extreme Sim Racing. I run an Extreme Sim Racing cockpit. It's well built. There's no flex. They got great customer service. They got all kinds of products. So check out the Extreme Sim Racing affiliate link. We'd really appreciate it. At the bottom, there's a support the show link. That'll take you to our PayPal account. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening, and enjoy the show.
Action!
Action? Ooh, action! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the DGDR podcast, episode 49, and it's the anniversary episode, everybody! Woo! We did it! We did it! We made it a year to this. Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Special guest, Jamie. I think Hako's going to stop in. Oh, shit, where's Mullet at?
Yeah, I just got here.
Yeah.
I forgot. Shit. Mullet, hopefully you join us.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Mullet? Did you say Mullet's not here?
Mullet's not here.
Mullet's not
Maybe
here.
Jermaine
Might stop in a little bit later.
Jermaine might stop in. Mullet's not here.
Woo! There it is. The
live.
Celebration horns. Live.
Oh, no. It's celebration. Mullet's not here. Jermaine might stop in, but he said he had a job to do, so if he does anything, he'll be on the old job site.
Well, you know who is here.
Who is here? Let him know who is here.
Yeah.
Who's that special guy?
Original OG member.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that Brandon? Is that Shug Racer?
It is.
What?
Shuggy?
OG. Hey.
Crawled out from under a rock.
There he is. And what's that?
Oh, yeah, that's that's what I call it too.
There
Splits of wood.
Welcome.
Let's see. We have from across the pond. We have Jamie Red Ken Racing. He's here also.
He's back. He's back.
And then we've got
a drink and he fucking choked on it.
Damn, I feel like I need a drink, goddammit, to celebrate this. I smoked a
I
little bit of
know.
weed.
I've been
Break
thinking
out
of
the
the
whiskey.
yeah.
I got
the whiskey.
Is it time to break?
Oh,
Time to
are we
break out the
drinking whiskey,
whiskeys,
boys? Should we have a,
Yeah.
Should we do a
Drink
little
some
whiskey
Uh-oh.
for the
Yeah,
anniversary?
Oh. And don't forget.
Oh, shit.
Don't forget.
Okay, I'm going to ask the wife to get me a little bit.
From the
I'll get a
Great
little
White
bit.
North, not Coach Canuck,
Oh, shit.
but Hako's joined also.
Woo! Welcome, brother.
He does
Welcome,
have
fellow
Taco
Canadian.
Academy.
Yeah.
Coach
Yeah.
Academy.
Joining for the anniversary
Yeah.
episode. Thank you, sir.
Joining-
Yes,
Appreciate
Chris,
it.
thank you.
Appreciate
Have
it.
you on again?
Oh man! Again,
Literally can't
yeah.
believe
Wow,
it's
what a
been a
huge
year.
episode!
Right?
Heck yeah.
It's been a year. It's been a complete year.
Ooh,
So
and before
crazy.
we get too
I had
far into
COVID
this,
at this time.
let's
Last
give a
year.
big shout out to whoever used our affiliate link for
Yes,
Extreme
I'm
Sim
Extreme.
Racing. So thank you so much because that paid for the podcast for the next year. So we
Woo!
appreciate the podcast.
Huge.
We're
Thank
going
you.
another year at least.
So we got
We
another
got
year at
funding.
least.
Yeah.
Funding, so it's been paid.
Yeah.
We paid, baby.
Hey,
We're going.
We're done. It's
So
already,
yeah, season 2 starts. Can't wait.
Next
So
week.
thank you, whoever
Yes,
used that link. We
absolutely.
appreciate it.
So hopefully we'll make it
Very
to
important
episode
when people do
100
stuff like
next
that.
year.
Ooh, yeah.
Or beyond.
Yeah, maybe we'll get
Yeah.
100.
Maybe.
It's great. That is
Cool.
great.
Couple extras
Year went
in
by
there.
Oh
fast.
man. Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you later.
That's it.
Dun, dun, dun. Happy birthday.
Turn to tip your waitress, and we're out.
Was it too difficult? Oh man. So man, it's been. We should have been ready and had like an array of sound clips from throughout the year, but we're not that good, and you can just go listen to them anyway. So we just appreciate the fact that we've got the entire world listening to us.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, it's only one or
literally.
two, three people through the entire world, but
In each comment.
But yeah,
yeah.
Hey,
we're
it
hitting
has
it.
got
We're
one or two-
hitting it.
Yeah. The next goal
crazy.
is 1,000 downloads in a month.
Yes, we need to hit that. We need to try and get that. So share it to all your sim racing buddies and pals out there and gals.
Yep.
Sweet
Yeah.
Talk, GT7,
We appreciate it.
ACC, iRacing, Talk Motorsports,
Yeah.
Talk Nonsense.
It's just everything. You know,
Man.
as virtual racers, as apparently they call us,
In the movie world,
virtual racers
Hollywood.
in the movie world.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
All right.
thank you
I mean,
to
he was-
Coach Dave.
How do you feel about that? Like honestly, how do you
Well,
feel
that's-
about being called a virtual racer?
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I'm
It's
a
really
sim
probably too much
racer.
sim. Yeah, I
It's in
mean that
my
is the
name.
proper term, but
They're
Yeah, I'm
movie
not
people. They don't
offended.
know. But thank you
Yeah,
to Coach
yeah, he-
Dave for letting them know. And letting them, you better. I wouldn't say that. I say this.
this is in reference
This is-
to the making of
Yeah.
GT7, the actor
Yeah, the
kept
GT7
calling
movie.
What did Coach Dave
virtual
say?
racers.
So, Coach,
He kept
He
Right.
said, "Don't call us fucking virtual
Like,
racers.
yeah.
Call us
Like, yeah.
racers."
Or
On the
I
set, he
will
kept
kick
saying the
your
virtual
ass.
racers. And yeah, so he corrected him a couple
Yeah.
times, so he kept calling them sim racers.
So he did a video with GT Planet, and he knew the half brother of the director growing up was his best friend, and so
Right.
he emailed him and was talking to him, and they invited him for a little bit of the script writing, and then sat right by his side during the making of the movie and kind of helped him along the way, saying, okay, we would do this, we wouldn't say this, that's a little
Yeah.
far-fetched. So he was trying to help it, keep it real for us, do us
Nice.
justice.
Mhm.
So we
As much as
appreciate
possible.
that. Yeah. But yeah,
But he does say that there's stuff they
Yeah,
have to do.
they obviously got to.
One, and I missed 2 races. Eh? Watch it good. I missed 2 races. So if I
Oh, who was able to record that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get that recorded,
Boy,
Mike?
I'd rather look
That's
at no clip, boy. Look at this. Look at that. You're not even in the top 100. Watch why is.
100.
Watch why is. You're not even.
Oh no, I got them all.
Oh, shit. That was a message
shit.
Mike received after a race one night.
That's a message, yeah,
Yeah.
after a race, because somebody got called out for being a shit racer, wrecking people on track.
Why you
That's
don't
the
look
message.
good? Look good. You're not even in the top 100. You're not even in the top 100. You go call me dirty racing. You call me dirty racing. I was at A plus and dirty racing make me lost my A plus.
Oh. So he's calling out.
Oh,
people.
make me
Dirty
lost-
racing by
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Us as A plus.
Ah,
Good
Good
times.
stuff.
Good times.
that's one of those dudes that thinks he can do anything he wants to because he used to be an A racer.
Right.
I used to be an A racer and I lost it, so that means I can drive like a shithole racer.
Right.
That's
Shithole racers.
that's what that
That's
means.
Barber Boy for anybody who's wondering.
That's
GT7
Barber Boy for anybody who is
in the
wondering.
GT7 world.
Oh.
Jamie,
he's great.
how's it being back in racing?
Oh, it's good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
good
It's
little
good, man. Just
break.
a little reset. I
Yeah,
recommend it to anyone, really.
yeah,
You know,
same.
doesn't hurt, man.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
need
I've
it.
had to
You
do
need
it.
it.
You
Yep.
do. You get burnt out.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yep. But
exactly.
no, like I was saying before the podcast, it's just more of a case of just having a little rain check, stepping out,
Yep.
assessing everything that's going on, and just rebalancing everything. That's all.
Yep.
So yeah, I generally thought it was fucking done, like all over. Yeah, like, in terms of YouTube and stuff, I was still going to be sim racing, but I thought, well, YouTube's just no time for it.
Yeah.
And obviously, I thought family first, as you guys said, before the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Family. Yep. Family's
Yep.
always first.
But then I took
Definitely.
Always
about
first.
like a month off, and I need a creative outlet. I need
Yeah, you do need it.
It's more than just sim racing. It's also like just the community and
Right.
just doing stuff like this as well, like hooking up with you guys, shooting shit, and there's just
the
more to it,
relationships you build with the
Yeah.
people
Yeah, exactly,
that
man.
watch your streaming content, and
It sounds insane, doesn't it? Like, I have mates in the real world, all 2 of them.
yeah,
But like, there's also like,
Hey, me too.
like, there's mates like you build up like a community and you build bonds with people in the sim racing world, if you like. And there's people there that you're gonna miss.
it is a world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, I can't afford a real race car.
Yeah.
And no one's got the balls to fucking put me in a race car. So
That goes for all of us.
Yeah.
yeah. So sim racing's the next best thing, and
really is.
you want to race with familiar faces and
Yeah.
race with familiar names. So yeah, you'd miss that.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I
You
love
do.
about it
The
too.
good- The bad and the ugly of it.
Mhm.
yeah, man.
Yeah, we're glad. You came back,
Oh.
and it was short-lived, only about a month or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And it's definitely
enough, but-
cool too that you're over in the UK, we're over here. We would have never bumped into each other in life if it wasn't for
No way.
sim racing. And
Yeah.
Hako on one end of Canada, you got Mike on the other end. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah,
shit's great.
one
And then
part of
Jermaine's in
America, you guys-
Jamaica. It's fucking crazy. I love it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come visit around the world. Now I got spots to go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we
Sleep.
actually have
Sleep on
people
some
that we can
couches.
go and
Yeah.
see.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly
Go
that.
to a
Yeah.
race. Meet up at a race.
Yep.
Somewhere in the world. That'd be dope.
I mean,
One day,
Jamie's
one
Jamie's
day.
basically at Silverstone,
Oh, that
like
would
where he lives. He isn't.
right.
Too far.
5 or 6 or 2 days away from Silverstone. I mean, it's just a quick jaunt up to like Milton Keynes and that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too far, man. Like a couple of hours away.
Hell yeah.
But
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't be bad to go to England. I don't
Right.
dislike it.
Never been.
yeah.
It's a very nice
Some
place.
fish
I
and
would have to get
chips.
a passport, and hopefully I'd be able to get a passport.
Well, are you a felon?
Do you have a DUI?
Do you have a DUI?
No.
That's a big one.
It is.
Actually,
If
that's a
you have a
huge
DUI
one.
is- DUI is a
may
big
not
one?
get let into the country. Yes.
No shit.
Canada will not let you in
Ooh,
you have a
really?
DUI.
Wow.
Yeah,
Canada won't let you in
Canada.
with a DUI.
if you have a DUI, they
Nope.
are
Really?
sticklers.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do not like.
They
They do
don't.
not like you if you have a DUI.
they do
You
not.
no. You got it
It's true.
backwards. You have to be drunk and disorderly in Canada.
You would think.
No. Once you get there, you
Yeah.
can be. They don't allow it before you get there.
No, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta buy art. You gotta buy art.
What do they do?
That's right.
Report a guy if he's caught drinking and driving or something?
No, like
say-
at the border, say if you go in, you had a DUI 10
Yeah,
years
but-
ago.
You guys,
They
you
won't-
guys aren't allowed in if you've been drinking or if you had like a DUI. But like, what about a guy that gets a DUI here? Are we just like, all right, see you later,
Right.
go find somewhere else to live?
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put him on a
the
bus
truth.
back
It
to
just doesn't
Cleveland.
make sense.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Justin
No,
Oh, it
Trudeau's
doesn't
Canada.
make sense, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
That's all
Welcome
you
to
said.
Justin Trudeau's Canada.
The wife has brought me a little shot of Buffalo
Oh.
Trace. Not sponsored.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Not yet.
If you'd like
not,
to sponsor,
Not yet.
Right.
not sponsored.
Would be sponsored.
but if you'd
Oh.
like to, with
And you can
Extreme
tell I
Range
listen to
Steamboat.
Rogan because that's where I got it from.
Oh,
So if you
nice.
guys, you guys
Right.
have, you got some whiskeys?
Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Everyone get a little
Hold
bit of
on.
whiskey.
I think I have some Jack.
Hey, Hollis,
Oh, there you go.
will
I'm
you
on
grab
Kraken.
me? Ooh.
Because this is anniversary. I don't drink.
Oh,
but
Kraken.
This is
It is.
Let's
anniversary.
go with
Yeah.
that dark rum. Will you
Yeah,
grab
but-
me the bottle of Woodford?
Probably
Oh,
gonna.
I do have Jack, dude. Dude, I will get sick.
Right? No, this is it.
Oh.
Though. I probably won't even take the whole thing. I'm a big pussy when it comes to shots.
You will swallow the whole thing.
Because if I could smoke a joint,
And then you finish your drink.
Oh, yeah, I would. Yeah, if I
then
could, I'd
finish
smoke a
your drink.
joint in the house, but I can't smoke
Yes,
J's in the
you can.
house.
Yeah.
You swallow the whole thing and finish
But
it.
you know
Oh
who
yeah.
can?
Yeah.
I swallow.
So
Oh,
I
wow.
will smoke a joint
Right?
and give it that
I
way.
got one of those with moon rocks. Oh
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on
yeah,
a second.
we'll wait.
I have
We'll
a
do
dispensary
salute.
where I can go.
Ah,
to
there
and
we
get
go.
Ripped off 2 minutes
Oh,
from my house.
get
Get
ripped off.
Oh, the prices are so
Really?
high. I went there Friday. Oh, the ridiculous. Gary Payton.
Mm. It's a cookie
Was it
store.
$55. I think it was for an
Wow.
eighth. I was like, yeah, or
For what?
Gary Payton.
55
for
bucks
an
for
eight?
what?
Really?
I think that's what they, and that's not including the tax on top of
Oh.
it, dude. Yeah.
See, I paid for Top Shelf. I was paying 40. Regular
so-
prices.
Yeah, that's
And then our tax isn't
Yeah.
too bad here.
Our tax is ridiculous, and
yeah.
so
Our tax isn't bad here. No,
this
No, not at
place
all.
will not be open long if those are going to be their
But they had
prices
Gary
on
Payton?
stuff. Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if that was some real Gary Payton. I thought that was some fake Gary Payton. That's just some fake
Um,
Gary Payton, man. If it ain't
Yeah,
cookies,
yeah,
that ain't a real Gary Payton. You gotta ask him. Go, where'd you get this Gary
I-
Payton, man? This ain't real Gary
Cookies?
Payton. It was cookies?
I don't know, but that's what you're saying.
Yeah, Brand's
that's what it has
cookies.
to be.
Yeah, brand
All
is
right.
cookies. And if they got the Gary Payton and they're saying it's Gary Payton, they don't just give that cutaway. No one's
To
getting a
anybody?
clone of that. No.
Really? Okay.
No, they're
OG
They hold on to
Gary
their
Payton
shit.
is
Yeah.
hell yeah.
and Gary Payton
All right.
actually endorsed that shit.
Are you looking for a
So it's got his
sponsorship? You've
stamp
said
of
Gary
approval.
Payton about 100
Yeah,
times.
how many
Yeah,
more
right.
times are you going to say Gary Payton?
And every
Until
time he
Gary
does
Payton
this
calls up and
podcast,
goes, "Hey
people,
man,
Yeah.
you got to
The
take a
SEO.
hit
the glove."
or a sip of your drink
Yeah.
every time Sean says Gary Payton in this podcast.
Oh, you guys would be.
Oh my gosh,
fucked
yeah.
up.
You should have to.
Woo, you'd be soused.
Take a hit, take a sip.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll just take the hit.
oh.
No sips.
Yeah, get some crossfade happening.
Oh.
That's all
Yeah.
it's
Sunday fun day. That's what
That's right,
it's for.
baby.
Oh,
I ain't going
is
nowhere.
that what it's for?
Oh, that's right. This
no.
is Monday. I mean, it's Monday morning.
But I'm getting old.
Yeah,
This
it's
shit's hard
Monday.
to do.
It's Monday. It's Monday Fun Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Drinking at work.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, drink. Yeah, that's what we do. Drink before work
Right,
heavily.
right. So salute to you guys, Hako, Jamie. Thanks for joining us on our anniversary episode. We appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Salute to all you
Always a
guys
pleasure.
and everyone listening. Thank you so much.
Mm,
We appreciate it.
yep,
Now I'm gonna take a sip.
we
of my
do.
shot.
Cheers.
A sip?
Swallow it.
Oh my
Yeah, it's a shot.
Oh my god! What? What?
Oh, that is.
What?
Mm,
What's that?
that is smooth.
Smooth. So smooth.
I only drink good booze, so I only drink good.
Sean's like,
I'm dying, bro. I'm dying. I ain't gonna lie. I'm dying. I'm dying over here.
Oh, shit.
Dude, if
nice
you
and warm.
if you guys
Yeah,
took me
the test-
drinking,
the
give me
test
give me
burned in a little bit.
two drinks. 2 drinks and I'm good. I'm drunk.
Dude.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Daddy sauced.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Down the
That's not
hatch.
fire
That's
burning.
too funny.
Yep.
Yep.
Down
Down
the
the
hatch.
hatch. Get it nice and. It's just
Woo!
warming my tummy.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Kraken. Good old
Yeah,
crack,
man.
going with the dark rum over there.
Oh,
Yeah, mate.
That dark rum.
Yep.
Cheers, cheers, and
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
Poor
cheers.
fella can't get any good.
Oh,
can't get any
fuck
good
me.
whiskey. All of it's Irish or Scotch.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Awful.
Yeah, we got like Bell's whiskey, Highlander. What else have I got in the cupboard?
God. Oh.
I don't
ain't got any-
know. I don't drink. I don't drink shit that tastes like a burnt log.
Yeah,
I
like
just-
but again,
I can't get
what about
into it.
bourbon? Like, there's over here we get something called a Red Stag.
Bourbon.
Oh,
Red Stag.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Red
Jim
Stag.
Beam.
Okay, Jim Beam is
Jim Beam.
bourbon. It's a sweet
It is.
bourbon. It's not
It's nice,
not my favorite, but it's better than fucking Jack Daniels.
Yeah, see,
Jack Daniels is fucking rot gut whiskey.
everyone loves Jack Daniels over here, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Like
because
the honey JD is nice.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
You want some?
Ooh, that's.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't.
I'm just
Honey
dying.
JD?
Ooh,
No.
honey. Yes, the honey version. So it's super
Yeah.
sweet Jack Daniels.
Never had it.
Honey
Yeah, it
flavored
is.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
Oh.
and there's I don't know if it's the bourbon or the JD, but there's a Fireball. I'm pretty sure it's a Fireball JD.
Oh God.
Oh, there is?
Fucking God damn.
think so.
That's so. Just
think
filled
so.
with sugar.
yeah,
Oh,
that shit,
yeah.
Fireball.
Hurts.
That shit's instant heartburn.
Fireball, that shit's antifreeze.
Yeah.
yeah. You guys should
Well, I mean-
come over here for a night out.
Yeah. You need a roll of Tums in the back pocket when you're drinking that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's, how much do they water down their liquor in London?
Oh,
Because
I imagine fucking loads, mate. Oh, by the way, we swear on
We
your
did-
podcast. Otherwise,
Oh,
we have,
yeah.
like, loads
Oh, yeah,
of edits.
don't worry.
Yeah. This is raw.
swear
Pods are
as
raw.
much as you want.
Fuck.
Yep. We
Yeah.
only do it raw here.
Cool, man.
That's right.
Only
yeah,
do it
I-
raw.
I'm pretty sure they water the hell out of it, like everything,
Oh,
$64
Like, it's-
with taxes for
and
Gary
then
Payton.
they chuck bloody ice into it as well, just to make sure it's extra.
All right, so everybody
Oh,
playing the
it's-
drinking game. That was another
Breeders is
shot.
cookies,
Gary
though.
Payton.
there's
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
There's another shot. Yeah.
Breeders
Yeah,
That's,
is
we,
that's a
uh,
rip
see-
for some Gary Payton, dude.
My
Yeah,
buddy.
another one.
powers up.
My
Metal
buddy and I
Fest
were
cookies.
over there. my buddy and I were over there and went out drinking with our English friends, and they're getting lit up, and
Yep.
and Rob and I were like, are you feeling this? And he's like, no. He's like, it's like this shit's watered down. I'm like, seriously watered down. We've had the same amount of drinks as them, and they are dying right now. They're just like out of their minds, fucking drunk.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I'll be honest, mate.
I thought they
that
were better. I thought they were better drinkers than us, but apparently not.
I think a lot of us stay at home and drink now. It's the going out drinking's kind of died out, and that's
Oh, I could believe that because of the
Yeah.
COVIDs and shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just the cost of living.
It's
is
expensive.
It's so
It's expensive.
expensive.
Like I could
It is.
pay like 15, 20 quid on a cheap rum or bourbon or something,
Yeah.
and just stay home and drink the whole lot and get rat-assed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whereas you go out a night out and you can easily spend over £100 and
100 pounds
be
easy.
like,
Yeah.
and be like mediocre
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, staying home, sitting under the stairs, talking to my Yank mates, getting pissed is a lot cheaper.
Sitting under the stairs. I always forget
love it.
about that.
I love it.
Oh.
Oh, God. So good.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
It's just-
what was the hottest temperature that got this summer, Jamie?
Do you know what? I still haven't put a thermometer in here. I really should. Or I
You
just
should.
gauge it on. I gauge it on sweat, mate.
Right.
Like fucking hell.
Yeah, and I've seen you
Um,
drip and
Yeah,
No,
I did a league race 2 maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was a Spa. It was only an hour race at Spa, but fuck, man, I was defending against this one dude, and he was putting the pressure on in like the last 6 laps, and he was making me sweat. Like I was like fucking sweating, like proper dripping. So I don't know what the temperature was in there, but yeah, it was hot. It's even worse when I forget to
You
put my fan on.
Right.
That's even
I was
worse.
gonna say, do you ever get
Mhm.
you ever get to the point of heat exhaustion?
Nah, well, no, I don't think so. But I mean, it gets uncomfortable where it starts like you start just making silly mistakes, and it's purely because you're so hot. It's just yeah.
Just trying to finish up and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend
it's
having a
hard.
rig under the
Yeah,
stairs. To be honest, I've done it for like over a year now. And I just would not recommend having it
Over
under
it.
it. Fucking pain in the ass,
Right.
mate.
I
And,
know.
like,
I wish I had an
recently-
office.
Yeah,
My own office with the desk, and then you have your setup in an open area
Yeah, yeah.
where you can breathe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, mate.
that's such a good idea and thinking and planning.
It
and then
is.
You're like, yeah, getting there. It's like, oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be stuck in
But,
my
like-
kitchen for a while.
Also, though, man, like it's I get sent equipment sometimes from companies to try out. You do not believe the ball ache it is to switch things over,
Oh,
redo
yeah.
cable stuff, and it just fucks you.
I bet,
and, like, just
especially the
simple, like,
pedals.
and like I recently did a full blown maintenance on my whole rig, and yeah, I took my pedals out, cleaned them off, lubed them and shit, and yeah, that was a massive ball ache to the point of where I was like, I hate this. I
Right,
hate this
right.
rig under the stairs. So yeah, I mean, I'm in the process of building outbuilding like a summer house in the back garden.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to sliver the sim rig into the plans of
Ooh.
outside there, but I don't know if it's going to be feasible or not.
Yeah.
But
That'd be
Yeah.
cool if you can make that work.
Right.
yeah, that's to see.
Well,
Have to
yeah.
You don't sound encouraged.
Yeah, well, because I've got to have a bar in there, so it's kind of like, what's more important?
Yeah. Alright.
The sim rig.
Yeah,
There's no question.
but a bar. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could put your sim rig under your bar, and then you could be the guy with the rig under his bar.
Yeah, that'd be
See?
cooler than it.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Oh
Build it into
man.
the bar. Yeah.
So what's so you reviewed a wheel and base? What was that? 2 weeks ago or a week ago?
Yeah, about that, wasn't it? Yeah.
What was it, and how did that review go? To
It was
those who haven't watched it.
it was a Camus, direct drive wheelbase, 15 newton meter torque. That is literally the name of the wheelbase. And I mean, I didn't even get to the point of being able to plug any cables in the back, because they forgot to send me a little adapter that goes underneath and it tilts the rig or tilts the wheelbase. So I couldn't even get the cables plugged into the back. But even before I got to that point, I was like, well, before I really fully commit to this, because I really like my rig and how it's set up right now. It's perfect. I'm pretty restricted under the stairs, so it's perfectly set up right now. So I was quite reluctant to go making too many drastic changes, and this new wheel not work and just be crap or whatever. So I thought, okay, well, first and foremost, before going to the extent of plugging anything in, let's just put the wheelbase on the plate and let's assemble the wheel just to see if I've got the right distance between me and the wheel under the stairs. And then that led to a load of problems of trying to assemble the actual wheel, and it comes in 5 different pieces. And that's not the issue. I don't mind having to assemble the wheel. It's just the fact there was too many vulnerable cables. And I wouldn't use the word flimsy. It's just vulnerable. If I'm assembling this, it's so easy to snag these cables, man. And cause damage to them before you've even plugged anything in. And I just felt there was quite a few flaws with them, with the wheelbase. Well, mainly the wheel. I didn't get to test the wheelbase, but the wheel itself, there was quite a few flaws with it. But Camus took the review and feedback really well, and they've basically assured me they're gonna take on board what I've said.
Well, that's good.
But what I will say is they've obviously sent me. I think it's one of their first wheelbases. They've actually done wheelbases since this model. They've got the C5, which is the new. It's an all-in-one wheel, which is a built-in direct drive, and it's literally just the wheel. But the direct drive is built within the wheel.
Oh, did Boosted Media do a review?
Yeah,
on
he
that?
did.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
saw that. Yep.
Okay.
They said they were going to send that to me, and I kind of just thought, do I really want to go through all this? So I just said to him, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm pretty happy with my rig that I've got. Blah blah blah. I appreciate the opportunity. Blah 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 blah. And now they've just asked me to forward this wheelbase on to someone else.
Okay.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. it's well made, like everything
Right.
in terms of like it feels rigid, it feels like it will last. It's just like the assembling of it, like I didn't feel like this. The screws were so easy to cross thread. And some of
Ooh.
the screws wouldn't line up with the holes.
Mhm.
It was just a bit of a palaver. And I think when you're sim racing, or you're a sim racing enthusiast, you want
Build
simplicity.
qualities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want simplicity. You want to you like, for me personally, it's all about the click. So
Mhm.
when something clicks into place, it goes, oh,
Right.
cool. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah. Like
Feels nice.
it just feels good. Feels rigid. It was
Tactile.
easy and
Yep.
just simple. With this, it was a ball ache. And trying to get like a little, like these two cables, which essentially is the brain, like the bridge between the brains, the wheelbase to the wheel. You have to try and plug it into the back of this little wheel piece, and that itself was a mission. And then you have to bolt that onto another quick release bit, which then has cables coming out of that, and then you have to plug that cable into the back of the wheel and try and bolt it all together, and it just wasn't working for me, man. And admittedly, I probably don't. I'm probably not the best person for that because I don't have the patience for stuff like that. For fiddly little things like that.
Yeah.
I like simplicity. I love not to blow smoke up Fanatec's ass, but I like that their quick release system. It works for me.
Love it. Love it.
And it's literally plug in and play. Like you really can just plug in and play if you want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Granted, there's loads of settings that you can tweak and whatnot
Right.
through different sim racing titles and shit. But for me, if you're looking for and the thing is, I didn't want to slip into that when I was doing the review. I didn't want to slip into the whole comparing Fanatec to Camus. That wasn't the idea of the video, but it was all I had to work with. So, in terms of looking at a company that's doing it right and what's been done well for the cost, of the cost of it, I feel like Fanatec's probably won that one over with Camus. But I will say Camus are quite a innovative company. Innovative company that have kind of like
Innovative.
Yeah, like they come up with these ideas that they do potentially have future answers for some sim racing equipment, such as the Camus C5, which is that basically a plug-in, like a direct drive, in the wheel,
Right.
no wheelbase. So you could literally, for those of you that you might work away from home, but you just want to get a fix of sim racing, you can literally just plug that in your hotel desk and with a laptop or whatever, and off you go.
Yeah.
So there is that element of it, and
Cool concept. Very cool concept.
no one's done that yet. So they got that element of it, but I didn't want to like completely dismantle them and say they're rubbish, because they're not rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a few work on points. That's all.
Right. Well, that's good. That's
Well, I
not a
like
bad
how they
review
took
thing.
what you said too, and they're gonna try and fix those
Yeah.
problems
Well, man.
instead
Yeah.
of being like, "Fuck you, there's nothing wrong with this shit. This shit's perfect."
Exactly. Yeah, they took it on board and they said,
Yeah.
the biggest thing for them they noticed was the vulnerable cables. So hopefully they sort that.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something that's really smart. You don't want to have tiny little fiddly cables out there that are easily snagged and ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
Especially for a dumbass like me. Like, I'm not very tech savvy, and I love the whole.
Neither am I.
It turns up like ready made. You
Right.
just plug in and go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know. We're trying to get one of the teammates, I won't say who he is, Todd, that we're trying to get him so he's set up on the Discord through his PlayStation so that we can call a dude together between my Xbox and those two on PlayStation. He's just
We're this one player, won't say his name, Jimbo, has a PlayStation already with the game. So we have to cater to him, not where he could just, Mike and Todd are already on play. I'll just jump. No, we got to cater and jump over to Jimbo.
Yes.
So he can play on his Xbox.
I am
Because the
His
controller
Xbox.
is better for his hand.
yeah, because yes. Yeah. For my fucking giant meat fingers, like it's way better. It's way better.
Oh.
So yeah.
And there, not to
So
say names, but there is a guy, Mike. I already have it set up, and I don't care where I play and who I play with. So either way, both you guys get the fuck on board.
One of you needs to bow down. Switch.
Oh,
Good
man.
stuff.
Yeah, so
Oh.
yeah, I mean, I understand the whole technology thing confusing the oldsters. So I mean, I get it.
Or
It's
just
hard.
being on the same system and having no issues whatsoever.
Oh,
Too
so
Yes. So we got that
Hako,
going for
I've
us.
seen Hako. I have run into quite a few people that are part of the Hako Academy
Ooh.
that have either added me on the Instagrams or added me on the YouTubes. So it seems like you're
Nice.
getting out there and get some of your people out there. Maybe they're attached to us or attached to me because of the podcast. But yeah, been talking with a few of them. Watched you in a race at Nürburgring GP circuit in the SF23 cars. I wasn't able to finish up the race. How'd you do in that?
Ooh.
That was awesome. There was not McNaughty on YouTube. He's
Yep.
running a league right now. It's a $10 entry fee. I
Oh,
think I was
that's
telling you
right.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything goes back into the pool. Well, we had our first season. I started coaching Sneaky and CBD like a little bit during like the first qualifier. And then the first race I worked with them a little bit here and there, just helping them like clean stuff up. And then they actually joined Hawko Racing Academy as like part of the team and started driving as like part of the team. And then for the second race, we CBD won his stint, got first,
Nice.
and then
Awesome.
Sneaky was in my stint again. Every race that Sneaky was in, he had me to race against. So yeah, it was pretty
Nice.
much me winning, him second, and then the third race, which was the final, which is like winner takes all. Like we got sorted by our points. So whichever points you had going into the third race, that determined your starting position.
Okay.
And then wherever you finish at the end of that race determined what you got as far as like prizes and stuff. But yeah, we had an HRA 1-2-3 with me first, and then Sneaky right behind me, and then CBD in third. So that's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
good.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I watched. I don't know, half of it. Rain came in and fucked everybody up.
Yeah.
Rain
Yeah,
usually
it
does.
It was pretty interesting. We did a lot of testing. I did a lot of testing with the guys. We did like full torrential rain testing just so the guys could get their pace on wet tires with like really, really wet track. And then we did a little bit of testing to figure out the intermediates and like when it was beneficial to actually use the intermediates. And yeah, just tried to do as much as like different testing we could, just changing the weather. Because we knew there was going to be rain, but we didn't know when the rain was going to be.
Yeah.
We didn't know the actual race settings until we got in the lobby. And then I went to view race settings and looked at them real quick. And then we could tell, like, okay, we have a light rain around like 30 minutes, if that. And then anything after 30 minutes is torrential rain. So I kind of had to make like the call. I told the guys, like, if I tell you to pit and it's a bad decision and we end up all losing because of it, I'm like, that's my fault and I have no problem taking that. So like if I make a call and I'm like, pit for this or pit for that, just do it. And there was like, I could see that there was rain coming in near the end of our medium stint, and I had to make the call. I'm like, okay, we either do one lap on hards or like a couple laps on hards, get them out of the way, and then run wets or intermediates the rest of the race, or we risk it, stay on the mediums for a little bit longer, go on the wets or the intermediates for X amount of time until the track starts to dry up. And then when the track finally does dry up, then we can go to hards. And honestly, I think that strategy would have worked out where we go to the hards at the end, but I just wasn't sure if the track was going to dry up in time. So I told the guy, like, okay, let's just
Yeah, you
pit,
don't know.
get rid of your hards now, get back on your wets or intermediates or whatever you're going to use, and then we'll run that till the end, basically. And yeah, that's what we did. And then at the end, there was one guy that was like right behind me, but he still hadn't pit for his mediums. And that was basically like the determining factor at the end.
Oh wow!
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
oh.
and watching Hako,
Right.
He's stupid.
Super fast.
So
Yeah,
fast.
just doing fuel adjustments through the corners and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
my brain can't do that.
Right.
I'm too old. My brain gets confused. I'm like, fuel saving in the corner. How's he doing that?
Yeah.
It's easier that way too, though, because when you turn your fuel up and you start accelerating out of the corner, you don't get as much push to the outside.
Right.
It turns that much easier, and you can set your lineup a little bit more. So, like, normally if you're on one fuel and you're in a front wheel drive, for instance, you would get that little bit of tire spin once you hit a certain RPM and you start to get into that peak kind of power range where you're turning a little bit too much and it starts to get that tire spin. But if your fuel's down just that little bit, you can turn that little bit more aggressively while full throttle, get it to cut a little bit more to the inside on the exit, and then you just bump your fuel up real quick, and it doesn't have that push on the exit.
Ooh.
It just drives a lot straighter.
I have to practice that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's another thing to practice.
It's a lot of shit I do. It's because I'm lazy. Like if I'm drifting out of corners, it's because I'm lazy. Like I don't like instead of actually driving the car to the corner the way I'm supposed to, I just put my foot down and counter steer.
Right.
Right? And it's just little shit like that where like, yeah, instead of using super precise throttle control, I just turn my fuel down so I don't have to use my brain.
There you
And
go.
I don't have to have as much throttle control and let the fuel map do the throttle control for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might help a little bit on that race seat we were doing with the fuel saving, though. Save a little bit
I
of
guess
fuel
it's
in the
that-
corners.
I guess you have to have like it's kind of like braking markers, right? So I'm guessing like there's certain markers you get right fuel down or fuel up when you go around
Right.
different markers. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm fucking shit. I wouldn't know.
The main thing is turn it down right before you start braking, because also when you're engine braking, if your fuel's higher, it's going to slow down a little bit slower.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like if your fuel's lower, it's not going to have as much like engine power resistance kind of when you're downshifting, and I find it slows down a little bit quicker.
Okay.
But basically, whenever you're braking, any full braking section, you don't need fuel. So if you're on 6 fuel and you're braking and downshifting, you're saving that little bit where you're not on the power anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's mental.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you start coming out of the corner,
So
I just
like,
have it so I'm not like turning hard when I turn up my fuel.
right.
So like my LQ button is on the top left and it's easy for me to reach with my thumb. And that's what I use to turn my fuel back up. Is just pop, 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 pop. But yeah. You just kind of you get in the rhythm for it. There's some corners where like the first 4 corners of the Nürburgring GP section,
Mm-hmm.
like you can use like between like 6 and 3 fuel and not even go up to 1 and just use that section to just save fuel and
Right.
just roll the car more.
See, yeah, for that race, that would help big time. Because, yeah, then you could push on
Yeah.
those straights.
Are you doing that as well as changing your ABS and TC as well, like throughout the track, or are you just like?
No, I just
'Cause-
leave the ABS and traction control.
Okay.
I just leave that on default.
Yeah.
And then
ABS.
the traction I use. I used a little bit of active stability and counter steering assist and traction control. We were in that Super Formula race though in the rain.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah. Yeah, and those cars, shit.
When it was that rainy, there's no reason not to do that.
Yeah.
Use that stuff as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because it's there for a reason, and it certainly does help
Well,
you
yeah.
out.
I've seen a lot of other streamers starting to use some of the assist here and there, especially in dynamic weather races. Just adding the traction control and stuff like that, just to keep the car, And it's like more like with Jamie, it's more built into the game that it's needed to drive the car properly and fast. Whereas with GT, it's like not used because it's useless. It slows you down.
Yeah, ECC
Or
definitely
with like
need
ACC, and even like I get it's iRacing because they're designed. The cars are designed to go faster with these things. So,
Yeah, it's like I've recently learned, literally just this week, in the McLaren on ACC, that I've always just gone with the ECU, i.e. the fuel mapping, of 1 in the McLaren, all time, like quality racing. And Harco says, like, I've recently just learned this week, that I want ECU 1 for quali, because that's just full fuel, full power, let's just go. But then for the race, you actually just want ECU 2, like fuel map 2. And it just gives you a bit more, like, I can put my foot down on the throttle. It's not going to be full bore send, but
a little more control.
But it does allow me to send more. I guess it's allowing me to get around the corners a little bit better.
Okay.
That's something I've learned this week. Basically, someone popped into my chat and said, "Oh, you need to be using this engine mapping, etc."
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
But I'm not doing what Harco's doing. There's no way, like changing
fuel
map. I've already got enough shit to think about. Like,
right?
Yeah. See, it's funny because as Chrissy, you're saying that you're lazy when you do that. It's like, well, that's just adding more to the plate. So it's just, to me, that's not lazy. That's just like complex, making it more complex.
Yeah.
I just leave it, just short shift. That's lazy.
I'm still thinking about my truck braking, let alone doing that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking engine mapping switch. I just fucking leave it and go.
I know, it blows my brain away. I'm like,
What's Harco? You on YouTube?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, but I mostly stream on Twitch.
Oh, I have to check you out, man. Just watch and see how you do it, because it's
watch his racing. It's
And
he's one of these guys that'll go after shitheads that want to wreck everybody.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, he cleans up the lobby.
Yeah,
he's the enforcer.
He'll clean up a lobby and really irritate the people that are fast yet still think they need to push everybody off track.
Wreck people.
Yeah, Hako is not afraid of, and he's called out some of the British guys who try to be the, somebody's microphone.
The entitled racer.
Yeah, somebody's mic is crackling right now. You've got these YouTube guys that I'm not going to act that way, even though they do. I don't want to be a bad example, although I don't think there's anybody in the racing world that thinks that you're being a bad example by pushing those guys off track.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any of us regular. Yeah, taking out the trash is something that we would like to see more often from the more popular like YouTube and Twitch guys.
You'd be surprised how many dislikes you get, though, man. Like I've popped up shorts before where, mainly on Gran Turismo, I think, because I haven't got the bottle to do it on ACC or iRacing because it's more consequences. But on Gran Turismo, there's definitely been times when I've been like taken out by someone. I thought, oh fuck you, mate, I'm coming for you next lap. You're getting it. And then I literally chase them down and I smash them. And I put it up as a short, and it gets so many dislikes. It's just like, people obviously taking the moral high ground, but then we've all been there. Like, surely we've all been to that point where it's do you know what? I'm fucking done with this, mate. You're getting the good news.
Yeah.
Like,
They act like they're taking the moral high ground, but in reality, they wouldn't.
Moral high ground. I'll just put it this way: we were racing on was that Thursday night?
Wednesday
That we
or
were racing,
Thursday.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday.
Wednesday or
Thursday,
Thursday we were racing, and dude took out Mike. Like he's just a shithole racer. Takes Mike out. Well, he ends up in front of me, and I'm like, no.
Who is he?
I forget his name.
Yeah, but no, you asked Mike.
Grapplicant.
You took him out.
Grapplicant. I was like, who is it?
Grapple?
Oh, okay.
Holy fuck! I
Yeah.
had fun with
Yeah.
that guy horse like a week ago.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah,
took
well,
Mike out,
what was
and
great was-
Jimbo took him
What
out.
was great is I bumped him off track several times and didn't get a penalty. And he went after Mike again, ended up getting a 40-second penalty or 4-second penalty, and then he hit the pit in wall like the door point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to dive bomb.
Trying to
Yeah.
dive bomb him. Oh, so yeah, he ended
It's
up
hilarious.
he ended up I think after I did my pit stop because I was an idiot and started on medium tires. He still was 20 plus seconds behind me. Like he just destroyed his entire race. I've got no problem doing that to somebody that is willing to just go after everybody in the lobby. You know, they've got no respect.
Well, yeah, you get
I don't have
next
a
to them
problem.
and they just start slamming into the side of you. And it's just fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, I made
It's like, what? We're on the street,
I made
dude.
a great.
Yeah.
I made a great move into going downhill into the hairpin on there, and went around the outside. I had him beat for days, and he just was, no, I can't have that, and just basically
It's
opened the wheel
infuriating.
up and pushed me right off. Yeah.
It's infuriating, man.
It is.
Yeah,
It
well,
really
that's
is.
like the other guy that got the. That's like the other guy that we won't mention that got the. I will destroy every single one of your races by Hako. He was like, yeah, we're not putting up with your shit. So
Well, he took out
every
Jermaine.
time,
Yeah.
He was with, remember?
Yeah.
Recently. He
Yeah.
just took out Jermaine blatantly.
yeah, no, he just doesn't. He's a psychopath whose mommy and daddy were on drugs. Give him enough attention, so this is how he gets attention.
Mhm.
And Hako's like, I'll give you your attention, but you'll never finish a race.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what he does every time he sees him. Make
Yes,
sure
but
he
he
doesn't
does.
finish the race. And what's great about Hako is he's
Love
so
it.
fast that he can do that, lose some DR and SR, and within a few races, he's right back up to where he wants to
You
be.
know,
So
the funny thing I saw was in one of those episodes of teaching that guy a lesson. Hako got, I think it was at Road Atlanta or something. You got a 3-second penalty when you guys both went into the pits. And when you came out, you're like, oh, I guess I better make a 3-second gap. And by the
Yeah.
time you hit the penalty zone at the end of the lap, you were like 4 seconds up on him. And then took the penalty like, hey, buddy, bam. It was like perfect. It's like you didn't even have to wait or lose any ground. It's just like because you're just so much faster than everybody, basically. That you're just like, okay, let's get a gap. Okay, take the penalty. There he is. Bam. Okay, deal with him again. Yeah.
It's all
And I
timing.
remember you cried.
Oh, timing.
Yeah.
So-
That guy cried so hard that
oh yeah, yep. He got his attention just like he wanted, and lost horribly because he's a piece of shit. It's just, it's great though. It makes me so happy when all that happens. I have no problem and give thumbs up to dudes that are doing proper enforcement of assholes like that.
About doing the Lord's work.
Yep.
And I think, like Chris, like you even said, like if nobody does it, it won't ever stop.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
it won't.
these guys who are known for it get destroyed every time because they're known for being idiots, and they have no chance of even doing a race because they just get wrecked right from the get-go, all the way through. Matter of 4 lap, 5 lap, 10 lap, they're not going to do that anymore. They're not going to even come on anymore because, fuck, I can't even have a race now if I wanted to, let alone knock somebody off. I'm getting destroyed. So it's one of those things. It's an evil necessity that has to be done to deal with it, because PD has no penalty or repercussions to these people.
Well, that's
For
exactly why,
deliberately.
like, that's what puts me off Gran Turismo. I like the racing format of Gran Turismo. I love the simplicity of daily races where you can just jump in and out. And don't get me wrong, I've had believe it or not, I've had some like good wheel-to-wheel racing on there in the past. What puts me off is the fact that 9 times out of 10 your race is ruined by some Hampton that bloody wrecks you, and there's just no consequence really.
Yeah, nothing happens to them.
Yeah, and like you suffer, your driver rating suffers, your SR suffers, and it's just like I just want to get some good racing. Go on, Harko.
Yeah, well, that's why so many people do leagues now.
Yeah.
You know, so many people are doing leagues, or they're doing ACC or iRacing.
Yeah.
Well, it was because, like you even said there, Jamie, there's more consequences. So revenge kind of thing, like you were saying, like you'd never try because there's more risk and consequence in those games. Your safety goes like, and then trying to get that back. Like those games have a certain standard. If you don't have a certain safety rate, you can't get in the races.
Yeah.
You have certain like you need to know how to drive. You need competency. You need your safety. You need everything. And if you drive like an idiot, you lose all that.
Yeah, and your car breaks.
And that's
why
why
go fix your car.
And that's why you're one that I don't know if we ever talked about this, but you're one that I would know this as well. Like you have to play solo, like offline kind of thing, to learn the game in the ACC to get your rating. You know what I mean? And to learn how to drive around the AI cars, not smashing them off and waiting for the 3 levels to open up to get online for GT Sport, and not caring. Do you think that would be a bit of a solve, seeing you're like both sides of the fence kind of playing?
I don't think so. 'Cause I think it's quite simple to like sort of get through those gates, isn't it? Like you can bypass those.
If you don't have that simplicity, if you have to build your safety up through racing and have a certain level you have to have, and then these people with dirty, they drop their SR down in GT, now they can't come back online until they race cleanly against the AI and that and get their safety back up. You know what I mean? Adding that system into the online, you know what I mean?
I guess maybe just having like more, because the trouble is with Gran Turismo, you've just got your daily race A, B, and C, where maybe if they had like more tiers with more classes, and maybe if they broke it down more like in an iRacing platform where you got your rookies, and then you have to go to A, B, and C or whatever, or C, whatever, C, B, A, whatever. If they did something similar like that in Gran Turismo, there's nothing stopping them from opening more levels or more servers. Literally doing like daily race A for rookies, and then do like a daily race B and C for.
We've talked about this. There is a problem with Gran Turismo and why they can't do that. They don't listen to anybody. They won't listen to fans. They won't listen to any suggestions. And when you have nerds doing the races, opposed to people that enjoy racing, you end up with the shithole races that we end up with so many times.
Yeah, like some of these daily races we have.
Just some of the daily races are just garbage. It's funny because the for the most part, like the World Series races are pretty good.
Yeah, those are good.
But then the daily races, they're like, oh, this is going to be where you have to save your tires race, or this is going to be where you have to save your fuel race. I hate fuel races because they're just fucking. You're the fastest of the slowest. You know, it's slow fast, and
there could technically be some kind of originality coming up.
Oh,
no,
does that mean we're going to